What's the blue gray player? It's restarted.
Right here. I think.
One.
What do you think? Which one?
I don't know. I feel like play would just restart it. So this is play, right?
Yes. W man.
Side records is right before that. It says walking Mayflower and shoveling up the water to coffee and bar. So, flipside records are going there. It's a fantastic place. Oh, okay. We never stopped there.
Hello.
What's the date you want us to play for? What time?
6:37.
Yeah.
Since 67 days. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, she knows she was my brother.
She knows you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
No, I met before you met.
sure.
Yeah,
She just likes me better. That's all.
she likes
Katie, will you let us know if we need to adjust the volume for you up there?
You're probably not going to. I can adjust it myself.
Okay, cool.
We'll start at 6:30. And yeah, and let me know if there's people still coming in, then we can hold it for a couple minutes. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And you can say at 6:30 we're just gonna hold for a couple more minutes and then we'll get started. I am. I'm gonna have Gideon. What time is it now? 25 after?
23.
Okay. At 6:25, just actually at 6:30 when Ronnie goes up and says, Gideon, at 6:30 when Ronnie goes up and announces, let him know that you're going to do that. He'll start the live stream.
Okay, I'll come
That's-
see you.
Pause this.
Yeah, and we'll pause that and everything when it happens. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good. Hey guys, waiting for you back there whenever you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go back in a second.
Is Celeste coming? Father. Is Celeste coming?
She is coming. Yes. I'm not sure why she isn't here yet, but she texted. She called me.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Kathleen. Yeah. Well, please, I asked this to her. I found this old article. Yeah, I just thought she might already have it, but you never know. Sometimes it's fun to see, and then she was reaching across it. Well, I'm so happy Oh, good. It was wonderful having you guys. Hello! Haven't seen you forever! Well, I've got a foot that bent on his eye, and I fell off the roof and didn't know this. I said, and then number 2 and managed to break my toe. Still, so what can you I will. I managed to end on the most well-padded part of my body. I went to bat for when I got to the ground, I was lying. I was holding a piece of sheet sharp piece of
Hey Gideon, if you want to start it up, I'm just going to say something real quick. We're going to start in 2 minutes.
and it landed just in the fire. But so like, you haven't usually avoided it always.
We have one hardcover left. We have softcover.
I don't know if she wants the hardcover.
Good evening, everyone. Greetings. Just wanted to let you know we're going to start in about 2 minutes. So if you can grab your snacks and find your seat, that would be best. All right. Hello, good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Well, I have the impossible privilege of introducing our friend. Impossible privilege, that's almost poetic. I write that down, that's pretty good. Impossible privilege of introducing our friend, Marty Atkins. There's so many wonderful things I could say about Marty. I could go on and on. About awards he's won as a writer, awards he's won as an advocate for all of us in this room, in this community. But I thought it might be fitting to maybe do something a little bit different tonight. I've only known Marty for 5 years. In fact, I met him almost 5 years ago to a day. I saw Marty giving a reading here in this room with several other poets, and I was struck by it. I was whoa. This is like one of the first people I ever met when I moved here to Marquette, and I was just really struck struck by his stuff. I just really loved it. He didn't read any Bigfoot stuff that night. So I ended up emailing him, and I went and met him. A couple weeks later, we met in his office. And after a little while, talking to him, kind of dawned on me. I was like, oh, you're the Bigfoot guy. You're the person I hear this legend about, this Bigfoot. I had no idea it was the same guy. I just loved what he happened to be reading that night. So we became pretty fast friends from there. I've been able to collaborate with Marty on so many different projects. Marty's like, an engine, and he is taken this whole community up the road, all of us, it's been wonderful. So what I thought would be a little more fitting tonight than me just reading Marty's bio, which a lot of us already know, I thought it might be fitting, especially for tonight. Marty's been working on this book for over 20 years. That probably just deserves to be himself. I'll tell you what, I've already read it, and it is worth the wait. It's worth the wait. It is fantastic. So rather than me say anything more about Marty, I've only known him 5 years. There's many people in this room who've known Marty and been friends with him a lot longer than me. I just want to give this opportunity to anybody, if you'd like to just stand up right where you're at, and just anything you might want to say to Marty so he can hear you about what Marty's meant to you or what his work has meant to you. And we want to keep it brief just because Marty's got some homes to share with us tonight, but anybody willing to just do that, say something. Joy bringer. And I'm going to repeat it so the live stream folks can hear. Joy bringer. You've known him 57 years. Brother. Bigger than Bigfoot.
Master of metaphor.
Master of metaphor. Inspiring. The best laugh. I love that.
The Rock of PWPL.
The Rock of Peter White Public Library. Yes. Wow. We could do this all day. Has anybody ever had the pleasure of Marty introducing you? Yeah. Oh, it's the best feeling in the world to hear Marty talk about you, because that's how he is. He just loves us. Well, without any more delay, let's welcome the guy, Mr. Marty Atkins. He said he forgot his poems. Okay, I'm going to kill a little time here. So I just want to say this. Marty does this really charming thing when he does readings. He has this line. He says, you don't need to pause between poems. Just make sure you give me a standing ovation at the end. Has anybody ever heard that one? I love that line. That's really charming. So I don't know, he seems a little maybe off or a little shy tonight. Maybe rather than wait till the end, we can give the standing ovation at the end. But what if we just give maybe a really big applause and see if maybe he'll come back?
Welcome. It's amazing. I never expected. I thought 20 seats was enough. So I'm going to do a few things as an employee of Peter White Public Library first. I have to thank the friends of Peter White Public Library, because if you're watching on my stream, they're the reason you're watching on my stream. They bought all that equipment. So the friends are amazing. And I'm going to let you know of a few things that are upcoming. See, I've got to do this work. All right? On Friday, we are going to be showing in the Shira's room for our docu-cinema. It's a documentary called Fighting Indians, and it's a documentary in honor of Native American History Month, and it's a documentary about the passage of LD 944, an act that was to ban Native American mascots in all public schools in the state of Maine, and it was the first legislation of its kind. So and it's a really fascinating documentary. I really encourage you to come to that one. And then next Tuesday, we are going to be doing a special screening of a movie, another documentary called Last Ecstatic Days. And that's from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And basically, it's a documentary about the end of life. It follows a very young man, actually, who was dying and wanted to change people's perspective about what dying is and living with a fatal diagnosis. So it's a fantastic documentary. I really encourage you to come. That's Last Ecstatic Days, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. right here in the community room. Next Wednesday, we have North Winds and Music. If you don't get enough of me tonight, you can come for North Winds and Music next Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I won't be the only one there, though. BG is going to be here. Big Lake Acoustic is going to be here. The Make Believe Spurs are going to be here. So it's going to be a fantastic show. Really fantastic show. Market Poet Circle meets next Thursday, and next Friday they're going to be screening for our global cinema Roberto Benigni's Life is Beautiful. So really great lineup. There's flyers back there, and now I get to do this. I'm no longer here as the adult programming coordinator. Gosh, it's amazing to see all you out here. Ryan told you that I've been working on this book for over 20 years, actually over 25 years. That my daughter is 24, so this book has been a child of mine longer than my daughter. So, the first poem I wrote was for my wife. It was called Lady Bigfoot Kept Him in Her Cave. And I wrote it as a love poem on our anniversary. And when I gave it to her, she looked at me and she says, "Really?" And so I put it in a file and I was like, no, we don't. And then Bigfoot kept on coming and knocking on the door and asking me to write more. And so I kept on adding poems to a file that I had, and eventually realized that I was writing a book. What you're going to hear tonight has been a huge passion project for a long time. So I'm going to start out with the first poem in the book, which is a question that I get asked a lot when I do Bigfoot readings, which is, do I believe in Bigfoot? And my answer to that question is usually I love to believe in the idea of Bigfoot. Because life without wonder is really boring. And I think that that's what's really important. Is especially in the times that we are in right now, to live with wonder and joy in our lives. It's out there, it's in the woods, go out and find it. Okay. So this first poem is called A Question About Bigfoot. Do I believe in Bigfoot? That's not easy to answer. It's like trying to figure out love after 25 years of marriage. Does my wife still love me? Do I still love her? Will she meet someone in the dairy section at Walmart as they both reach for the same half gallon of 1% milk? In a second, lose the ineffable, what's bound us to each other, like a filament from a spider's spinneret. What sets love in motion, then lights it on fire until it burns down like a lit bottle rocket? What I'm talking about here is mystery. I want to believe in Bigfoot, that love won't fuse out, shoot into heaven and be gone faster than a startled rabbit. Because really, what's life without mysteries? Just a half gallon of 1% milk, curdled, separated in the back of the fridge. You don't have to clap. Ronnie told you this, right? Thank you. I just expect a standing ovation at the end. That's fine. Anyway, one of the key poems I think in this book is one called 13 Ways of Looking at Bigfoot, which is a riff on a Wallace Stevens poem, 13 Ways of Looking at Blackbeard. This poem really sort of I think of this book as sort of like a little gem. That sounds really conceited. But what I mean is that you're looking at Bigfoot in many different ways, many different facets. And so this is sort of represents that to me. So this is 13 ways of looking at Bigfoot. Number 1. In the pines along US 41, Bigfoot stitches the afternoon dark, then bright, then dark again. Number 2. Salmon run in the dead river. Upstream, Bigfoot waits, hungry for silver spawn. 3. The fat kid on the playground has a mind in Bigfoot, a deep chromosomal urge to hide under the monkey bars. Number 4. Bigfoot does not have patience. He eats the sweetest blueberry or the grubs, fine coins. Read the last page of the mysteries first. Number 5. Blackbirds dance in the green air. Bigfoot hurls stones up and up. Reverse pursues the feather ballet. Number 6. If you meet Bigfoot hiking in the mountains, don't stare at street. Number 7. Bob Dylan's singing makes Bigfoot miss his mother's lullabies. Number 8. The smell of skunk in the middle of the night. Bigfoot must be. Number 9. After the rains, there are footprints up and down the riverbank. Bigfoot still searching for the goddamn ark before flood. Number 10. On a foggy evening, it's easy to mistake Bigfoot for God, strolling through the evening. Number 11. Bigfoot and a Syrian refugee walk into a bar. The bartender looks at the refugee and says, "We don't serve your kind here." Great Bigfoot's immigrant heart. Number 12. Bigfoot once fell in love with a black bear. Loved how she clawed his back, the way Callisto claws the stars. Number 13. I saw Bigfoot walking down the street one morning. He reminded me of my dead brother out for his morning season. All right. I shouldn't pause like that, and then encourages you to don't have to do that. There's some stuff we got there to enjoy. Okay. And thank you to Amanda for such an amazing food table back there. You know, I have great friends, and all of you. And I mean, I'm looking out all around, really friends of mine. So I'm so thrilled that you're here. All right. The next one. I always wanted this. You've all seen those field guides to like North American mushrooms and field guides to this. I always wanted a book that was. In fact, I always titled this book "Field Guide to the North American Bigfoot." I almost did, right? And Jeannie knows this because she has seen this book through many versions, and this book wouldn't be what it is without Jeannie Grass. So, thank you. So this is a poem titled "Field Guide for the North American Bigfoot," and it's after a poem by the great Polish poet Wisława Szymborska. Look where green is endless, night always full lunar eclipse. If you see black bear or deer or skunk, the gold of ruffled grouse and pine or spruce, you're in the wrong place. Bigfoot prefers to be garbo, photographed from behind or in a blur of flight, in dark glasses, scarf, turban about his head. Despite his obviousness, Bigfoot is difficult to pick out in a lineup of oak or maple, as if he's always turning color, shedding leaves, ready to bud into full summer. Bigfoot calls don't work. His number is unlisted. You might think you smell Bigfoot by the compost pile, but it could be cabbage, or eggshells, or used tea bags, maybe trout scales from yesterday's catch that flash like quartz in the sun. You can lure Bigfoot with ice cream and Netflix. Let him watch Breaking Bad while polishing off a quart of turkey. We don't like mystery anywhere. Would rather dissect Houdini's brain and figure out how he made an elephant disappear like Bigfoot in morning mist. Bigfoot is an endangered species in Russia, France, and Germany because, quote, a society that forgets art risks losing its soul, unquote, according to Neil Pay. If you want to find Bigfoot, just stop looking. And it is true, I will tell you this, that it is a true fact that in Russia, France, and Germany, Bigfoot is an endangered species. So, they were ahead of us, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to read you probably the only real political poem I've ever written in my life. I know we're all tired of politics. So, this one, I promise this is going to be a good political poem. It's called Bigfoot Takes His Wife to Mount Rushmore for their honeymoon. I wrote it for my wife. She just, I honestly, I think all of these poems and these books are love, and this book is love poems. They're love poems for family, friends, that kind of thing. So, if you for Valentine's Day, it would be a great gift for some. Anyway, Bigfoot takes his wife to Mount Rushmore for their honeymoon. Roosevelt watches as they come together on Lincoln's hair, become an avalanche of finger, tongue, arm, leg. They make buffalo noises, passenger pigeon noises that haven't been heard since before McKinley became extinct in New York. Under Roosevelt's grand days, the Bigfoots do what they have been doing for hundreds of years, when Washington's teeth were still in the mouths of slaves, when the quills Jefferson wrote, "Behold these truths," were still helping ducks and geese wing south. They bite neck, shoulder, paw, and plow fields of thigh. Let high star-spangled banner sounds spill under the milk stars. Wild fur, skin, they earthquake into each other. Unite their states without constitution or Congress. No walls or borders to stop them. Their guiding torch, the tug and pull of tempest-tossed heart. They are spacious sky, amber wave, beautiful hill-grown feet. And below them, the stone faces stare into the distance. The way bachelor uncles and maiden aunts do at weddings, embarrassed by the sway and grind of that first slow dance. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's my only home. That's all you can Okay. All right. So I do this when I read poems and I read poems for family members. I try to get all my family. So I've got my wife back there, so she's heard that poem. Now I'm going to read one. Is daughter. Oh, there she is. Hi. This is the first time I think she's heard this poem. So let me. So this one is called Bigfoot Tries to Fix His Daughter's Broken Heart. And I will say this, I've learned that Bigfoot is much smarter than me. Emotionally, emotionally, psychically, much smarter than I am. He's taught me a few things about being honest about things. When Bigfoot does stuff, he does stuff that's true, genuine, whereas human beings, we kind of face. Anyway, this is Bigfoot Tries to Fix His Daughter's Broken Heart. Since he only knows how to pray with fingers thick as squirrels, he fills her cave with spider webs, traps her sobs, cocoons them, and since the ground is still too frozen to dig a grave, takes them down to the lake to drown. Since he wants to remind her she's alive, he takes her to the valley where she was born, where we first baptized her frog body in great salty gulps. Since he doesn't know the word love, he paints her face with clay, tenderly with his tongue. Since heartbreak isn't the porcupine, he can crush with a rock. Since she feels abandoned, he gives her ribs of a deer bleached by sun to hug herself. They splinter after one day, become tender and crumb. Since she feels unimportant, he brings a stump to her, places it on her head like a crown. Since love doesn't blossom like mushrooms in wood and rock, in mud and rot, moves faster than fleet or shadow. Since she won't eat, he collects fistfuls of spring berries, scoops them between her lips. They say in her ear. All right. Wasn't that serious? I'm going to read you. This book is divided into 5 sections. The first section, which is the longest section, is all about Bigfoot. And the second section sort of wanders away from Bigfoot makes an appearance, but in some of the poems. But for the most part, these are other wonders of the natural world, and these are true wonders. Okay. I found this list of weird facts about animals. That I didn't go much further than the Facebook post where I found it because I wanted them all to be true. But this one is actually true. And this poem is called Pig's Orgasm Lasts 30 Minutes. I don't know how they measure it. I really don't. I have no idea how they can do that. But anyway, it's a really interesting fact, and I said I have to do something with that. So this one is my take on a pig's orgasm past. This from a pig farmer who hasn't slept in 2 weeks. His wife left him. His children, one by one, have disappeared, leaving notes on the kitchen table. I am tired of so much. Now that he is alone, some nights, the pig farmer stumbles into the barn to watch a swine orgy. Listen to their sweaty foreplay, satisfied thrusting grunts. And then, after several minutes, the moment arrives. Long as an air raid siren. It goes on and on and on and on and on. The cows in their stalls look up with envy. The mares in the corral nicker, trundle little ones. And the pig farmer sits in the manure pile, wonders if his wife still wears her wedding ring. There's lots of other really interesting ones in here. This next one, I'm a big fan of skunks. I love skunks. And the reason that I love skunks is that I can't smell skunks. Now, my daughter is going to hate me for saying this because what I have, it's an actual medical thing. It's called specific anosmia. And that means that there are certain scents that a person hereditarily cannot smell. My brother could not smell skunk. I don't think my dad did. My son smells skunk. So, I love skunks. I have been in my lifetime sprayed by skunk. And the last time I did it, I was on a run. And it was early morning, and back into the back room. And I had seen this skunk. It was in a bush. And I just had seen like a flash of it. Like going, disappearing in the bush. And I was like, oh, probably nothing to worry about. So I just finished my run. And then I went back into the back room. And I my wife, I think and she was like, oh my God, get out of here. I lost like $25 running insurance that way. Anyway, I love skunks. And so this poem is called Portrait of the Virgin Mary, a Skunk. She shambles, slow as a mud puddle. Bright arm of marlins lighting the night of her body. Peacock tail sweeping the ground behind her. The way I imagine Mary swept sawdust on her floors after Joseph for the day. And think of that smell. Part terror, part warning. Mary calling her son to supper. Him ignoring her, turning stones into toads, leaves into salamanders. When he didn't answer, Mary unleashed her quiet wrath until it settled on his godly skin, pickled him in maternal love. So, I love skunks. I think skunks get a bad rap. Beautiful creatures. They really are. And if you don't, you know what? If you're walking along and you smell a skunk, you don't have to worry about it because the skunk is gone. And once a skunk is sprayed, you can't spray again for quite a while. So if a skunk sprays when you smell it, you can go near that skunk and do anything you want to it. Well, I gotta keep an eye on time so that I gotta go. Oh, we're doing good. Okay. So this next one is a poem I actually did not write in Michigan. I wrote this poem in Big Sur in California. I was there for a really wonderful writing workshop with one of my favorite poets in the world, Sharon Olds. For those of you that are poets, yes, I got to spend the entire week sitting in a room with Sharon Olds. And telling her reading. She would bring out her notebook, stuff that she'd been working on that morning, and read it to us, the whole group of us. And it was and then it was really strange to look like a year later reading the poem that I heard the rough draft for. I read it in New York like a year later, and I was like, I felt myself, I was there. It was just a really wonderful time, and many of you have been to Bestiary, you know how gorgeous it is. I was in the Bestiary, which is on the cliffs, right above the Pacific Ocean, and I was in a cabin, and I spent the night, what lulled me to sleep every night was the crash of the waves coming in and going what I found, how it's like to know the names of things, really do. And so I didn't know a lot of the plants, animals, birds, and things that I was seeing out in Big Sur. And it was really annoying. And this was the time before we had, these things, where we could just like Google, and find it. So there was no guides or anything like that. So I decided I was going to name the things that I didn't know. And so that was what was the genesis for this particular poem. So it's called Naming Things in Big Sur. A bird perches on the railing. If I was in Michigan, it would be a blue jay. Since I am in California, it could be anything. A blue lush throttle, or a cerulean sea sparrow. I am in a new place, unfamiliar with your names of things. This green stuff under my toes, I will know it as emerald kiss. This small orange flower shall be christened tiger. Growing outside my cabin door, purple widow's heart, tall, straight as a broom. The 5 idle red blossoms down by the waterfalls shall be Bethlehem hymns, spilling down the cliff face, lemon bushes, and holy spirits with their snowy holes, gold eyes. At dusk, they glow like white hummingbirds. In the tree behind me, a bird I can't see coughs, and hence shall be known as the tuberculin trill. I know this place now. Can rest here under the Bigfoot canyons. I will lay my head on the stump of this Magdalene magpie and sleep. Listen to the waves of the big blue inhaling and exhaling the shore. I shall call it death's breath. So if you're ever stuck and don't know the name of something, nobody's going to know. I used to do this when I went for walks with my son. Right? He would ask me, when he was very young, he would ask me, what's that? Constellation. I would make up, right? He's 16 now and knows that I'm shut. But, he would say, what's that up there? What's that constellation? I would say, why, that's Mary Oliver up there. It's amazing. See your head, I would do that. And he believed me. I was the smartest person in the world until he died. I'm hoping that eventually when he gets in his 20s, he'll suddenly become smart. All right. I'm going to read a poem that is, this one's for me, because this is his favorite that is in this book. And so just find it here. It's called Starfish Have No Brains, and that's a tree. It's one of those weird trees. Starfish have no brains. I know a lot of people probably are starfish. Anyway, starfish have no brains, so they can't assemble pieces to create a picture. They live on image, instant, emerald sea, first coral, parrotfish and salt, long embrace, arm and arm and arm and arm and arm and arm. Moonlit glitch, tide, bark of seal, coming together, seagull shriek, collision of heavenly bodies, crab skull, separation, moan of whale under black skies, emptiness. If the starfish had a brain, he would throw himself into Barracuda, cormorant beak, allow himself to bake in sun. Instead, he just for my daughter. Is Gideon in, or did he take off? He left. Wow. Teenager, I told you. Anyway, well, I'm still going to do this because it's also about one of my favorite favorites in the world, tapioca. Thank you, Jan. She made me tapioca when she heard this. So, anyway, yeah, I love tapioca. I know there are people out there like, oh my God, it's like eating fish eyes. You know, but tapioca is just the best. It really is. Well, you know. Anyway, so I wrote this poem quite a while ago. I never thought I was going to continue this, but it sort of is. So this is Ode to Tapioca for Gideon. Just off the stove, it sweats after playing tag with the wisp in August oil. At night, it calms, sleeps, burps vanilla. Few people care for its curd warmth, how it rolls on the tongue like frogs. Stuffed to big hooks, catch rainbow trout. Its name, a swamp sound, galumpa, hairy feet through quay and summer. In morning sun, it sits lightly on my spoon, and I say to it, not everyone will like you today. That's okay. Okay. So this is your home warning. Okay. And then I'll open it up if you guys have any questions for me. All right. Did I give you on your screen? Did I say that? Yeah. Okay, this is your free home warning. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is on the last section. From the last section of the book, which is called Coda. And it's not, in some ways, it's like a farewell section. Okay? And this is for my sister Sally. I wrote this for her for her 60th birthday. Sally is passed in 2015, so it's been 9 years. So, on your 60th birthday for Sally. This bird song morning, you have been free of rib and lung for almost 7 years. You've seen the face of God, or disappeared down oblivion's front. Soared with seraphim, or fed the veins of hungry seekers. Mystery doesn't exist where you are now, or you have become part of mystery. Remember the first question you learned in catechism? Who made you? Answer, God made me. Second question, who is God? Second answer, God is the supreme being who made all things. We recited those words as simple as vanilla pudding. Rolled them around on our tongues, swallowed them as easy as breath. Perhaps it is that plain. Perhaps after your last sigh, as color cutting from the dust of your face, the knot of the universe unraveled before you. You look down on me, marveling at how it was just a matter of footprints, heel, instep, toes. Ahead of you, something waited, hand outstretched, ready to eat you into the pines, show you that place where hosts of blueberries sing hosannas in the ferns. So that's for that. Okay, so this is truly your people morning. This poem is for all the people in my life that have seen me through this book and lots of things that occurred during this book. I lost 5 members of my family during the course of writing this book. And a very, very good friend of mine, one of my best friends, during writing this book. All of those people heard parts of this book. and always encouraged me. And there are so many people in this room that have experienced so many things. So, Bigfoot gives thanks. After Gerard Manley comes, he doesn't chase down a turkey, wring its pink neck like a wet dish rag, gut it with his thumb, cook it in sun with fly and maggot for days, serve sides like stewed yam, moose marrow, fermented pumpkin guts, green thyme, smelling strong as a bear dinner. He doesn't smooth his hair with mud, brush his teeth with fresh milkweed, cram himself into a church pew beside blue-haired widows who look at his gorilla arms and long to feel their dead husbands dark embraces at night. Doesn't stand when the organ starts breathing music, raise the sirens of his voice to now thank we all our God until the stained glass rattles and fractures. No, his way is simpler. A morning glory, leaning toward day, unfolding, shaking off the teary dew of darkness. Stand outside at dawn. The bent world is charged with his hairy attitude in the long-legged shadows of first and last light as they stretch down the street, across railroad trestle, through hayfields, cornfields, into pines and poplar, further and further, mountain, swamp, and lake, canyon, cave, ocean, glacier, savannah, desert, until at last they have touched all the grandeur of deep down things. Before I do my last one, I just want to thank everybody that's here tonight. You have blessed my life so this last one is called Bigfoot Blessing. There we go. Bigfoot Blessing. May sun melt March frost on your body, make you spark and flash. May you sing as deep alders shimmy above eagle takes wing. May a moose scratch your back with its palming antlers. May your light view your grubs plentiful, your scat be soft without bones. May June rain brush the gnats out of your gardens. May barn owl not tell away wolf and coyote not gnaw your dead father's home. May you get drunk on raspberry ferment and mushroom. May a sea worm surprise the middle of your crab apple. May you smell salmon dancing upstream for the drop of delicious salty roe. May you find road pill for a midnight snack. May you press your tongue to love's fairy cry under a breast of moon. May autumn mold your coat to mustard and cranberry squash. Fill your rib cave with ripe plum skunk scent. May your sister's fur ghosts crater creek mud with footprints, shiver midnight branches with your yacht and howl. May December calm the restless rivers with snow and snow and snow and snow and snow and snow. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask? I'll answer anything. Okay, go ahead. Anne, go ahead.
For such a long project, how do you not have that time like second guessing? How do you decide?
good question, and the question was, for such a long-term project, how do you not spend so much of your time second-guessing and, you know, that kind of thing? You don't. You do spend your time second-guessing. This book has been started and abandoned so many times during that 25 or so years. Kathleen's been working on the manuscript almost as long, probably just as long as I have, so she understands this. But there's something about the subject that just keeps coming back at you, no matter what. Bigfoot kept knocking on my door, and I had to keep on opening it. But the second guessing, I think that's for every writing project that you're working on, whether it's a long-term or short-term project. For sure. But definitely for something that you're working on for years and years and years. There are poems that did not make it into this book, poems that I remember from this book, and poems that at the last minute I added because it seemed an appropriate thing. Ode to Tapioca was not going to be in the first time that I put this together. So, I wish I had an easier answer for you, but it's a matter of, I think poets are such weird, obsessive people. If you've never written a poem, poets, or you don't know poets will agonize over a comma, for days. They will agonize over whether to use the word dirty or muddy or something like that. They just do it. Finally, at some point, you either find the answer that you're looking for, or you just give up. And just put the right in there and say, okay, that's it. I'm done with it. So, Any other questions? Yeah, John.
Does Bigfoot wear boxers or briefs?
My Bigfoot wears boxers. Okay. That's a really good question.
Yeah. I got a question.
Yeah.
So, working on this book for over 20 years, I wonder how you were able to, I guess, have such delayed gratification. You know what I mean? To just keep committed even though you weren't publishing.
Sometimes I think there's a lot of this room. So I think they're going to understand this. Delayed gratification is what poets do. We really do. We write poems and then we put them away in files and something like that. And then 5 years from now, you open up a file and you go, oh my God, I forgot I wrote that poem. That kind of thing. And in a lot of ways, it's the same thing for writing, having a passion project with something like this book was for me. It's a matter of just being very committed to doing it. And like I said, I took detours with this book for sure. In fact, I probably wrote 2 or 3 other books at the same time that I was writing this book. And so, if it's something that grabs you by the neck, it just keeps on dragging along until you get to that point. And I actually have to thank the Raymond Rizak, who is the one from Modern History Press. He starts his poetry series, which this is the first book in that series. He was the one that forced me to do this in a lot of ways, because he was starting his poetry series, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. He's going to publish poets and user poets and everything like that. And then the deadline came along and it passed, and I was like, this book isn't ready, I did the same thing I always do. And he sent me an email after the closing of the deadline, and he said, are you going to send me your Bigfoot book? And I said, no, it's not done. I haven't, it's like half revised and half crap. And he sent me an email back and said, just send me what you got. So I sent it in 2 sections. I sent it with the poems that I was happy with, and then the poems that still needed work. And so the section that I was happy with was about 35 or 40 poems, 35 or 40 pages, and then the second half, another 35 or 40 poems that needed revision. And I thought, I'm not going to hate it, And a day later, he sends me an email and said, I really like this. When can you have the rest revised? Now, This was the stupid answer on my mind. Okay. Someone asked you to revise 40 pages worth of poetry. All the poets out there, you're looking at like a month, 2 months, something like that. I said, oh, I'm going to need a lot of time. I need at least 17 days. And he sent me no back and said, you got 17 days. And my wife sitting back there knows what that put me through for 17 days. I revised, I tossed up, I swore, I cried, I did all kinds of stuff. And then I did a thing that, I think this is the most wonderful thing that you can do as a poet. After you have the book and the poems and the places that you know, versions that you're happy with, it's the whole putting them on the floor. And then looking at like an entire floor, and Andrea, is she still here? No, she took off. Well, Andrea, my office mate, was in the office upstairs when I did this. I literally filled the entire floor with poems. And then spent several hours just saying, this one. You see how the poems talk to each other. So that was for me the last part of the process. But Raymond Luzak really is the one who chased Bigfoot out of the woods. And then Victor Volkman was the one, the publisher from Modern History Press, who gave Bigfoot a home. So I'm really grateful for what they did. So yeah.
I heard a rumor it was going to be a Bigfoot novel. Is that true?
A Bigfoot novel. That's really an interesting idea. And my wife is sitting back there going, yeah, a Bigfoot novel. Okay, that would be like, I guess my leaves of grass will just keep on rewriting, and then after I'm dead, it'll come out. Yeah. Ooh, I've had that question asked me. I will give you this answer. I have no intention of writing more Bigfoot poems. However, if Bigfoot shows up on my front doorstep one night, knocks on the door, and then comes inside and hands me a pen, I will probably write another poem. But for now, I'm ready to have Bigfoot out on his own. You know, if he's talking enough, there's other people out there that need to learn some stuff from Bigfoot. So go buy a book, you can learn lots of stuff from Bigfoot. Yeah, Janine.
So we already talked about what's next.
What is next? Well, I'm working on another manuscript that's almost near completion. I'm going to be publishing that at Harvard Square Press, and they're very short poems. They're very different poems than this. And believe it or not, this book was written in the space of 45 days. Oh, yeah. Claudia is saying that she's heard all the poems, the revised ones and the unrevised ones, and she's still saying it to me. So she's very kind for that. But yeah, I'm hoping probably in the next couple months to have that manuscript and the final draft. So you don't have to wait another 25 years for another book from me. It should be coming out hopefully near the time sometime. So yeah.
Can you demonstrate the secret booklet?
Okay, yes. You guys might not know this. If you bought a copy or are planning on it, there are images on the top of each page. Yes. So you buy this, and Janine was the one who said, wouldn't it be great if, and I love this idea. I love these as kids where you had a flip book where you can flip it and the thing moves across the page. So if you have the book, open it up and just flip it, and you will see Bigfoot walk, and then wait and maybe So yeah. It's that was what I know. I thought it was a crazy idea, and I thought, but I really wanted it. And then I sent this email to Raymond and Victor, and I thought, oh my God, I think I'm insane because I said I don't want to publish this book. And I said, what's this idea? Having like a little image of Bigfoot walking across the top of the page, and then waving at the reader. And I sent it out, and I sat there for a second, and I was like, that was a mistake. And like within 10 minutes, Victor, the publisher, sent it back to me, and he said, I love that idea. He's like, wow, that's fantastic. And he said, and I haven't even do it, so I'm going to contact them. So the little Bigfoot walking across the top of the page is thanks to Janine, my partner in crime, and so many other ways. She was the one that came up with that idea, and I am so happy that he's there. All right. Yeah, you gotta start from the front. If you're doing it backwards, that way you gotta start very front. Because if you do it this way, Bigfoot is taking his hand off, and then but if you do it this way, it looks like Bigfoot is walking towards you, and then raising his hand and waving at you. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Well, I will say this for friends of mine who wish to join me. I am going up the landmark after this is all done to drink. And you are more than welcome to join us for some libations. But there's also lots of food back there, so please help yourself. And there's lots of merchandise. You've already bought your books. I really appreciate that. But thank you for coming tonight. I love you all, and you are all blessings in my life. Thank you so much.